I could probably talk about this for hours. And I think that it's something that a lot of grad students don't really get to experience, right? Because we're kind of all caught up in meeting all of these different, requirements in our programs. But I think that the most rewarding thing is seeing my students achieve great things, right? So I talked about in my portfolio how I think a monumental experience, a monumental time in my graduate career was when I realized that it wasn't about me anymore. My most rewarding experiences now are seeing my students succeed. So I work very closely with all of them on their professional development. I've celebrated so many acceptances into grad school. I've, stood along my students when they, get really great job offers or get a scholarship. And I think that is probably the most rewarding thing, is just, getting to, help them on their own research projects and on my research projects, but seeing them grow and accomplish their own goals is so meaningful to me. So this semester I took this semester off from my GRA to actually teach my own class. So I still, I told them I wanted to stay at ACE because I'm really passionate about the undergrad lab and working with students, and I love the work that we do there. So I specifically work on an ongoing prison project where we look at living and working conditions in solitary confinement units. And we've had a ton of undergrads help us out on that. And it's just something that I think is really valuable and something that I hope to carry on to my future as a professor at hopefully a teaching university in the future. So. First of all, so mentoring became really important to me actually as an undergrad. I went to a very small teaching school. There wasn't a lot of research opportunities, but I became really interested in some qualitative work done by my former professor, Gina Masher-Finkley. And I was like, I would love to help you in any way possible. And she actually brought me on and I helped her with her research for the summer. And that was actually why I was interested in applying to grad school, because I had such an amazing time working on her research. So when I came to George Mason, I immediately linked up with my now mentor, Danielle Rudes, and it has been absolutely incredible. I fully, accredit all of my success to her, and I've learned so much from mentoring or being mentored by her, and also her former doctoral student, Kimberly Meyer. So let me just say a little bit about how that's possible. So at ACE, we use what's called a nested mentoring model, where Danielle, mentors her upper level students, and then her upper level students in turn mentor younger and newer incoming students. So I was mentored when I first came in by Danielle and by Kimberly. And I vividly remember on Kimberly's last day, I was like, I don't know how to thank you for all you've done for me. I am very sure that I would have not made it through my first year of grad school if it weren't for you. And she was like, Taylor, just pay it forward, right? And that became my personal mission. I was like, I want to be this person for all of my students from now on, right? And I want to instill in them that they too should pay it forward and continue to advance the field in that way. I'm so thankful for my experiences, both at George Mason, at ACE, and now, directing or co-directing the undergraduate research lab. I think that these experiences aren't something that a lot of grad students get to experience. And I think that it's going to be monumental in my future career on the job market and as a professor. Also, I would just say, if this is still recording, a huge shout out also to the Oscar office for, working so closely with us and giving us the opportunity to work with undergrads. I actually have two of my own undergrads doing URSP projects this summer. And, also allowing, we had undergrads work for us over the summer on Oscar Seed Impact Grants, I believe they're called. That I had just started when we had got that grant, but it's just an incredible experience, and I'm so thankful for all of my experiences at George Mason. So thank you.